Securing Vault AWS Auth is a critical step in protecting your infrastructure and sensitive data. To get started, you need to understand the basics of Vault and AWS authentication. Vault is a secrets management tool that securely stores and manages sensitive data, while AWS provides a range of services for computing, storage, and more. The first step in securing Vault AWS Auth is to configure the AWS Auth backend. This involves enabling the AWS Auth backend in Vault and specifying the AWS region and credentials. You can do this by running the command vault auth enable AWS, and then configuring the AWS credentials using vault write auth AWS config. Next, you need to configure the AWS Auth role. This involves creating an IAM role that Vault can assume to authenticate with AWS. You can do this by creating a new IAM role and attaching the necessary policies. The role should have the necessary permissions to access the AWS resources you want to manage with Vault. Once you have configured the AWS Auth role, you can configure the Vault AWS Auth method. This involves specifying the AWS Auth role and the Vault policies that should be applied to the authenticated user. You can do this by running the command vault write auth AWS role, and then specifying the role and policies. To authenticate with AWS using Vault, you need to generate an AWS authentication token. This can be done by running the command vault write auth AWS login, and then specifying the AWS credentials and role. The authentication token can then be used to access AWS resources. Best practices for securing Vault AWS Auth include using least privilege access, rotating credentials regularly, and monitoring Vault and AWS logs for suspicious activity. You should also ensure that Vault and AWS are configured to use secure communication protocols, such as TLS. In summary, securing Vault AWS Auth involves configuring the AWS Auth backend, creating an AWS Auth role, configuring the Vault AWS Auth method, and authenticating with AWS using Vault. By following these steps and best practices, you can ensure that your Vault and AWS infrastructure is secure and protected from unauthorized access.